Well, we have some pretty special guests here. Of course, today is World Kidney Day. It's been a year since these two men, they joined us in the studio to talk all about it.
One of them needed a living kidney donor. Today, he's a transplant recipient. We welcome back Roy Shepard and Jeremy Morlock with the Kidney Foundation. It is so great to have you two back, and it's such a great update. Before we talk about that, let's look back a year ago. For those who may have missed our interview last time, what did your life look like 1 year ago, Roy?
I was on the verge of having to go on dialysis. I wasn't quite on dialysis yet, but I needed a kidney transplant. I'd been on the list for over 2.5 years by the time I actually had my transplant. So it'd been a long time, and I was getting close to being on dialysis. But thankfully, a friend of mine donated. We've known each other. I've known her family forever, and my wife is a good friend of her family as well. And I met her husband when I was five years old. His sister was in my kindergarten class.
Okay.
And then he got married to Patty, and my wife and Patty were good friends growing up in high school. So it was amazing, the connection of our families, and she was selfless to donate for me, and I'm forever grateful.
What was that relief like? Obviously life-changing for you to get a kidney.
It was, I can't even describe it. It's just such a weight off my shoulders now not to have to worry about that. And, you know, I still have to take my meds and keep up with everything, but not to have to worry about going on dialysis or kidney failure or anything. It's just such a relief.
Especially after waiting for 2 years.
Yes.
What has the recovery been like since?
Well, I really wasn't ever in a lot of pain. I feel great. Just getting my stamina back is the main thing. You know, I'm walking a lot, but I can't run yet. But I feel great. I felt good right after surgery. I never really had a lot of pain. You know, I had some pain, but nothing unmanageable. And it's just, I'm so thankful and that I feel so good. And I just hope everybody realizes, you know, if you donate a living donor or a deceased donor, it's so important because it gives people like me a chance to live and have a normal life and not have to be worried about running to dialysis and doing all that stuff. And there's a lot of people that truly need a kidney at this point.
Well, Roy, you feel good and you look good as well.
Thank you.
Look tremendous. Jeremy, let's talk about World Kidney Day and what this day really means.
Yeah, so kidney disease is really a worldwide health problem. About 1 in 10 people worldwide have chronic kidney disease. About 1 in 7 US adults has chronic kidney disease. And a lot of times in the early stages, people don't even know that they have it. But the earlier we can detect it, the earlier people can get treatment, the better opportunities they have for preventing the need for dialysis or at least postponing that need. And like Roy, there are many people out there who are looking for that second chance at life. We've got more than 7,000 people in New York State waiting for kidneys.
And you were here on the couch with us 1 year ago, too. I mean, what do you make of stories like Roy's?
Oh, these are the best stories. These are the things that make every day worth going to work, honestly, because seeing somebody have that second chance at life, and because Roy was able to have a living donor, and because he did such a great job of spreading the word about his need for a kidney transplant, it means that more people are aware now, and somebody who is waiting for a deceased donor has that chance because you've got your donor now.
Yeah. And Jeremy and Roy, what kind of gaps in the system would you like to see fixed so that you're not talking about that, what was it, the 7,000 people who are on the waiting list? What needs to happen in order to shrink that number down?
Really early detection and treatment. The leading causes of chronic kidney disease and kidney failure are diabetes and high blood pressure. And so if people who are at risk know they're at risk, can monitor their kidney health, and can take steps to protect their kidney function, that will mean fewer people who are waiting and a shorter wait for the people who must.
Certainly such an important conversation on this World Kidney Day. Jeremy, Roy, thank you very much for coming in. Roy, congratulations. We were very happy for you.
Thank you.
All right, Roy,
Thanks so much.